And these pathways are broadly categorized under property, construction, and land. Some of the more popular pathways that our members choose are quantity surveying and construction, project management, infrastructure, building surveying, and valuation. So some of you might be asking, why qualify as a RICS member? Well, let me share a few reasons with you. Firstly, it gives clients the reassurance that they are working with a qualified and ethical professional. It also helps you stand out from the crowd and fast-track your career by showing your competence has been assessed and that you're committed to lifelong learning. RICS also provides a great platform for you to build your professional network both locally and internationally. 86% of professionals also shared that being RICS qualified increased their career progression and earning potential. And last but not least, employers are using our accreditation to benchmark their people. So RICS offers two levels of membership. The associate level, also known as ASOC RICS, this portrays your professional ethical ability. And the next level is the chartered membership, also known as MRICS. This level is desirable for most industries as it indicates that you are an expert in your field and enables work opportunities on a global scale. To join RICS, we look at two criteria for entry into the profession. Most importantly, the experience relevant to your pathway and whether you have a degree or qualifications such as a certificate or diploma. So the most common route for our APC, which is the assessment of professional competence, we have split this between RICS accredited degree holders and those with any degree. If you're currently studying an RICS accredited degree and within your final year and currently employed, you can start the APC 24 structured training program. This is also open to those who have completed an RICS accredited degree and have been working between 0 to 5 years of relevant industry experience. If you hold an RICS accredited degree and have 5 to 9 years of experience, you can choose the APC 12 structured training program, or if you have 10 years of experience, you'll be best placed on our APC non-structured training program. For those with any degree, you have the APC prelim, which will be best suited for you. You're most welcome to start the APC prelim at any stage of your career. However, you must have 5 years of relevant experience before submitting for the review or final assessment. We recommend if you have 3 to 3.5 years of experience and a degree to start the APC prelim. If you have a relevant degree and between 0 to 3 years of experience, the associate assessment will be a great starting point for you to gain your professional membership. For those professionals who have a certificate, diploma, or no formal qualification, the associate assessment or ASOC RICS will also be the best membership route for you. And last but not least, for our senior leaders and those in high and influential positions, we have our SPA Senior Professional or Specialist Membership route. As additional vetting is required for this route, we recommend that you write in with your most updated CV for us to advise on your eligibility. So an overview for all the routes that I shared would be only the ASOC RICS.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm very much
It's
sorry.
okay. Let me continue, yeah? So, an overview of what I just shared. For the ASOC RICS, MRICS, and for the specialist route, everyone will have to complete all their submission requirements and all the competencies, case studies, and they will have to complete the online ethics module test. Only the ASOC RICS will not be required to do an interview, whereas for the APC assessment MRICS and the senior specialist route, they will have to do an interview and they will be qualified as chartered surveyors. So here is a description of a candidate's journey with us from the point of enrollment all the way to the end. In the beginning, this is where you will decide which pathway is best suited for you, and you will complete your online registration. After your online enrollment is completed, this is where you will then choose which competencies you will decide to choose for this pathway you have embarked on. Once you have the competencies identified, this is where you will start to plan how you will demonstrate your experience in your competencies. When you are finished with your preparation, in stage 4, this is where you have to start writing all your submissions. And you will also have to describe the CPD hours that you've also attained. In stage 5, this is where you'll complete the online ethics module and test. And lastly, in stage 6, this is where you will submit all your assessment details and complete your 60-minute interview. So some of you must be wondering, what exactly is the level of commitment required from our candidates for all the assessments and all the writing that is involved? So let me share a bit more about the kind of homework, as I like to call it, that all candidates will have to do. So if you're doing the APC assessment, which is for the MRICS, firstly, you'll have to write on your summary of experience. You'll have to write on your mandatory competencies. This will be 1,500 words. And you'll also have to write 4,000 words on technical competencies. For the case study, you'll have to write 3,000 words for this. And you will have to attain 48 hours of informal or formal hours, CPD hours. And finally, you will have to complete the online ethics module and test. For those looking to do the ASOC RICS, the mandatory competencies word count will be 1,000. For your technical competencies, you will have to write 2,000 words. You also have to write a case study of 2,500 words. Again, 48 hours of CPD applies. This is for formal or informal hours. And you will also have to complete the online ethics module and test. And lastly, for the senior or specialist route, you will have to write 3 different case studies and competencies. Each of it will be 1,500 words. You will have to attain 20 hours of CPD, formal or informal, and complete the online ethics module and test. When you do decide to embark on a certain pathway, all this information will be shared with you on the different competencies that are included for your specific pathway. So this is just an example for those looking to embark on the project management pathway. You noticed earlier that there is level 1, 2, and 3. So let me share a bit more. What do we mean for each of the levels? So for level 1, this is where you will need to show your understanding of the basic knowledge and competencies. Level 2 is where you will demonstrate the application of the knowledge and competencies. And in level 3, this is where you need to provide and display a depth of knowledge on the competencies. So some of you might be a bit scared already after seeing so many thousands of words that you have to write. So what we wanted to do here is break down the numbers for you so that everything is a bit more digestible. An example here is for those who are doing the APC route. a total of 8,500 words will be required. But if you're doing your program over 6 months, if you divide the word count, it's only about 327 words per week. For those doing the program over 12 months, it's only 163 words per week. Those looking to do the ASOC RICS route, it's a total of 5,500 words. Again, if you're going to complete your journey with us over 6 months, it's only 211 words per week. And if you're going to complete your journey with us over 12 months, it's even less. It's 105 words per week. And finally, for those looking to do the specialist or senior route with us, the total word count is 4,500 words. If you do it over 3 months, it's only 346 words. Or if you do it over 6 months, it's only 173 words. So we always like to share with all our interested candidates. Sometimes on a weekly basis, we write many emails. All the word count for our emails is probably already more than what you see here on the slide. So rest assured, all the assessments required of you are very much attainable. So remember, when completing your submission, it isn't so much about theory, studying, or a test. It's really about you writing on your own experiences. I would like to share a bit more about the candidate support that all our candidates get. So as I shared earlier, my colleague Ross, she's from the candidate support team. Ross's team has a few other colleagues that work together with her to provide all the necessary support to ensure our candidates have a successful outcome in their journey with us. So some examples of this include, we offer, when you decide to join us, all candidates will have pathway guides and candidate guides that are provided to them. This acts like a checklist for you so that you know all the different steps that you need to do and all the different materials that you need to submit in your journey with us. You will also get access to the RICS platform. And through the RICS platform, this is where you will get access to examples of past submission templates. Sometimes our candidates may struggle to start writing all their different assessments and competencies. So this is where we provide additional help for you to reference how other candidates have written for their own assessments. It is also through the RICS assessment platform that you will be submitting all your documents. All candidates are also required to have a RICS counselor to help mentor them. In the event you are unable to secure your own counselor, RICS will be happy to help you identify a counselor as well. Also, we offer guidance videos, and Ross's team also organizes regular Q&A sessions and monthly candidate webinars to help our candidates prepare for the interviews. I'm happy to share that now that COVID is over, many of the sessions are also coming back in person. Moving into the CPD hours, to give you an example, what the difference is between formal and informal CPD hours. So formal CPD hours, some examples include professional courses, seminars, or conferences. If you attend any of these, it is considered formal CPD hours. If you conduct any formal training for programs, that is also considered formal. Informal will include if you provided mentoring to any of your team members or students, that is considered as informal hours. Or if you provided a supporting role in a training program, that is also considered an informal CPD hour. So always remember, when it comes to the RICS interviews, when being assessed, RICS is looking to ensure two things. Firstly, that you have achieved the minimum required level of competence in key areas of your chosen pathway, and that you understand the rules of conduct expected of an RICS professional. So here are some upcoming assessment dates. The next ones will be in May and August here, and August as well. Not to worry about the dates, when you do enroll with us, all the new upcoming dates will also be provided to you. So let me share a bit more on the membership fees right now. This slide will be for those looking to do the RICS route with us, the RICS membership pathway with us. When you enroll with us, it will be 478 USD, and your yearly subscription will be 100 USD. For every year that you continue to be a candidate with us and do not pass your interview, the yearly subscription will also be 100 USD. And once you have passed your interview, you will pay an annual yearly subscription of 332 USD. But for those who are looking to do the 24-month journey with us, your first 2 years is 216 USD. After 2 years, it will be 332 USD. I would also like to add that during the final assessment, all candidates are required to pay an election fee, which is 120 USD, together with an upgrade fee. So the upgrade fee is the difference between the candidate fee and full member fee. And these are all one-time payments. For those looking to do the ESOC RICS membership route, your enrollment fee is 258 USD, and your yearly subscription is 77 USD. For every year that you will remain a candidate with us, meaning you do not pass your interview, it will be 77 USD. But once you are a fully chartered member with us, your annual fee will become 183 USD. Again, the election fee of 100 USD and the upgrade fee also applies, and this will be a one-time payment. And finally, for those who are looking to do the specialist or senior route, the enrollment fee is 478 USD, and your yearly subscription is 100 USD. For every year that you do not pass the interview, it will also remain at 100 USD. But when you are officially a chartered member with us, it will be 332 USD. The election fee and the upgrade fee also applies to this category. So moving forward, if any of you have already made a decision that you wish to enroll with us, you can either email join@rics.org, or you can also email me, ltan@rics.org. I'll be happy to assist you with any inquiries you have. For those of you who perhaps used to be a member with us but are no longer a member with us, and maybe you are considering to join us again, you can email apac@rics.org to inquire on how you can start your membership process again. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. We will now move into the question and answer session with my colleague Ross. Can we have a show of hands if anyone has any questions for my colleague Ross? Please feel free to ask, or you can type your question in the chat as well.
Please.
Yes.
Sam, for Mai, do you have any question? Please open your microphone to put the question. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Ross. It's Long here. Can I ask a question a bit, which is concern of mine before as well when I apply for RICS. Okay, so which route should I mean not route, but which pathway should I take if we have a multiple maybe we have multiple like duties in one's career, like we have a PM, we have a real estate, we have a QS. So how can we decide on which one we suit us best, or it really depends on the applicant to choose which one is best suited for them?
Thank you for your question. That's a very good question. Okay, so basically, for that question, we are unable to advise because this is depending on your specialties. So the pathway itself, like you mentioned, this could be, building surveying, it could be quantity surveying. So this is up to the individual to pick the pathway that they wish to enroll on. But what we do here in RICS, how we do assess is, based on your qualification as well as your experience. So we will then tell you which route to membership you are eligible for. But for the pathway itself, it's up to the individual to decide.
Okay, and that will come to the experience itself. For example, if over 5 years of experience, does it need to be 100% on that pathway, or it can be 50%, 60%, or 80%? I mean, the applicant involved in that pathway.
Okay, so for example, I take an example of QS, right? So if you have 5 years of QS experience, then you think that, hey, my specialty is in QS, and I want to enroll myself onto a QS pathway, you're more than welcome. So there is no definition of 100% or 60% of your experience. So as long as you have that experience handling QS in the past 5 years, you are welcome to enroll yourself on a QS pathway. And it's, like I said, it depends on individual experience as well.
Yeah. So, for example, if we have I have 5 years of QS. I mean, not 5 years, 5 year experience. But I mean, in the 3rd year, actually, I did not take the QS on that year, but because I changed my job to the client side doing a PM work, and then I'm back to the QS professional on the 4th year as well. So does it count as a 5 year, or is 4 year? Or I mean, so
Okay.
do I need to exclude that the year in PM work?
Okay, so we will see in total. So we are, we're not going to judge 3 years you're on QS and 2 years you're on PM, for example. So we take a whole. If you have experience of 5 years, then and you think that you want to enroll yourself onto the QS pathway, you're more than welcome to do it. But of course, if when it comes to the competency itself, especially level 3 competency, where we required candidate to advise on a certain competency, so you need to be able to showcase that your reasoned advice to your client. So you need to achieve that level 3 competency. So if in any event you say that no, I don't have that experience, I don't have the experience of advising my client based on this particular competency, then what we would do is, to advise you to speak to your employer that you need this particular experience so that you can actually advise your clients and also write those competency on a level 3.
Okay, I understand, Ross.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Yep.
You're welcome. Any other questions that is relating to submission? I'll be more than happy to take any question.
Plus, sign for love.
Hi, someone have a question?
Okay.
Maybe I can ask a question. Can we have a show of hands if any of you here are already a candidate of RICS?
I say that now, sorry. In 2017, at that time, I'm already the PMP. So I intend to follow the project management roadmap for RICS. I contact with the RICS in Southeast Asia, in Singapore. A Victor in Singapore appointed me to someone who can support me. He are working for a big US firm in Ho Chi Minh City. But the problem, he big boss in that company, and it very hard for us to really meet him. And in fact, on the way, try many times, email, phone, but finally I give up. The one who should be my mentor. That is the situation that I faced back in 2017.
Sorry, can I just maybe rephrase your question? Are you referring to a counselor that was assigned to you?
That is maybe that roadmap is a long time ago in 2017. I mentioned that should someone here locals to support at that time, but the one that should be support me, he not really support. So had to give up at that time, but about 7 years ago.
Okay, so currently you don't have a counselor who supports you. Is that
At
what
that
you're
time.
saying? At that time? Previously. Okay, but so currently, do you have a counselor who's supporting you?
No. I already gave up. I'm not follow.
So you are a RICS member already?
No.
Sorry, the line is not that clear. I couldn't really make up your question.
Okay. I want to say a story. 7 years ago,
Okay.
I also looking to be a RICS certified candidate for project management, not for quantity surveying, for project management. To follow a procedure, I need a mentor, a counselor, who is Spanish here, working in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. We will introduce, but it seemed to he are not really happy, not really supportive. I never met him during the period. After 6 months, I have to give up, cannot follow the RICS. But that story already 7 years ago. Now things have changed.
Maybe Ross, can you share currently, are there any rules that the candidates need to follow when it comes to the counselors that we assign to them? What kind of relationship do we encourage our candidates to have with the current counselors?
Yeah, sure. So basically, what RICS does is, when it comes to counselor, this is the responsibility of our candidate to actually, locate a counselor, to find their own counselor that could work with them on their APC submission. So RICS will be the last of our candidate to ensure that, they do what is the task at hand. So they can't just, give the responsibility to the counselor to check in with them as and when. It's also the responsibility of the candidate because they are sitting for the assessment. So counselor is there to ensure they are on track. So whatever they have planned with the counselor, they need to make sure that they are committing to that timeline, for example. Okay, so it's both party responsibility to ensure that it's a smooth process.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
There is one question in the chat box from Mr. Min Lemin. Hello, could you please let me know how many multiple choice for RICS and project management exam has?
So that's a very good question. So the assessment itself, there's no multiple choice. So it is not something that, you're given a textbook and you read and you answer in an exam. So assessment itself, what it does is actually a story of yourself, okay? Your involvement in your project, your experience. So when it comes to written submission, what you are required to be writing, just what Lynn covered earlier, for APC candidate, you need to cover your summary of experience, where you will write your mandatory competency, your core and optional competency, and you also have your case study that you have to write about. Okay, so you then come your CPD. CPD is continuously development professional. Okay, so you have to click 48 hours per year, counting back from your submission date. So for example, this month we have a submission window open. So your CPD hours have to be valid within 12 months, but it is 48 hours, and we do have formal and informal CPD. Okay, that constitute of your submission. So when it comes to assessment itself, the interview, our assessor will be asking questions based on your submission, what you have written. Example, your case study. So whatever you have written in your case study, it covers the issues, the key issues, the abnormality, the stakeholders involved, the timeline, right? So you'll be asked questions around your case study, the project that you were involved in, and also given, for example, how would you do differently the next time? So this is not about reading from a textbook and then you answer Q&A question or multiple choice question. So this assessment is based on your story, your experience. So it's not by book. I hope I've answered that question clearly.
Thank you. Min, do you? It's okay with you?